Okay, today's rapid fire, just like the last episode with fiber, we're going to stay away from supplements.
Yeah.
We're going to focus specifically on food,
Right
food
on.
choices. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
No, I love that.
All right,
Go for it.
here we go. All right, two-part. Chicken, white meat or dark?
Okay, so I would tell you, first of all, chicken is an excellent protein source, but white meat is lower in calories, higher in protein, lower in fat. So white meat by a long shot.
Okay, I'm eating dark, by the way, so you're not gonna sway me there. All right, red meat, beef or bison?
Okay, both are great protein sources, high in iron, excellent sources. Bison, basically the same protein, but lower in calories and fat. So for me, it has a little bit more iron. I'm saying bison.
Dairy as protein sources?
Okay.
Cottage cheese or Greek yogurt?
Okay, so this matchup is a little bit closer. Cottage cheese has higher protein, but it also has higher calories, sodium, and lactose. So for me, Greek yogurt barely edges it out.
Okay. Now, this one I struggle with.
Okay.
Fish, salmon versus tuna.
Okay, so these two are really close from a protein source.
Okay.
Tuna definitely has higher protein and lower fat, but it comes with the risk because the tissue itself will saturate more heavy metals like mercury. So I would say tuna has some cautions to it, so you want to eat it sparingly, not as often.
Right.
Salmon, much higher level of omega-3s. So even though I don't like salmon, I'll have to raise my hand and say salmon's better than tuna.
Just to stay on salmon for a second, because
Yeah.
this is a big one I imagine a lot of people want to be educated about if they're not already. Farm-raised versus wild, and why?
Okay, so I know that there's a lot of marketing on farm-raised salmon, that somehow it's a good thing. But if I paint a picture for you really quick, let's take the wild-caught salmon first.
Okay.
Salmon in the wild is caught on a line, but while it's living in its natural environment, it's eating its natural food like krill and all these other things, that it gets natural antioxidants like astaxanthin that makes their flesh so beautifully pink, almost fluorescent pink.
Right.
They're also in cleaner waterways. Now let's contrast that with what happens in farm raising salmon. They basically farm them in tanks. So they're swimming around in their own waste, sort of like swimming in a toilet bowl.
Yeah.
I know that they claim they filter it out and do all kinds of things, give chemicals to purify them, whatever.
Third-party audits.
It just doesn't matter. They're swimming around in their own waste. They also have to artificially give them things like astaxanthin to try to color their flesh so they have the same pink appeal. They're not going to eat the same diet either. They feed them similar to how they would feed cattle. They feed them pellets that are supposedly loaded full of nutrition for them, but it's really just to get them bigger and fluffier so that there's more meat. I am not a fan of farm raised. I would tell you wild caught all the time.
Yeah, sure sounds it.
The industry celebrates 3 to 5 times better absorption. But absorption isn't bioavailability. Your bloodstream isn't your cells. Biosneds reaches both. Up to 100 times more bioavailable, clinically proven at a fraction of the dose. This isn't just an improvement, it's different math. Because if it doesn't reach your cells, pure, organic, and expensive don't matter. Look for products powered by Biosneds. VerdantNature.com.
Starches, sweet potato or traditional potato?
Okay, so bottom line, they're both good.
Okay.
But good for different reasons. So I'm kind of 50-50 on this. There's not a clear winner. Sweet potato, better for blood sugar because they have higher fiber content, so they can stabilize the blood sugar a little better. They contain beta-carotene, which is what your body converts into vitamin A. Really good option. And plus, it'll keep you full. White potatoes, cooked and cooled, form resistant starches that act sort of like fiber, but they're not fiber, so they're good for gut health. They have higher potassium levels, and they're great for athletes trying to fuel up. So for like cardio-related events, excellent.
Why do you think people like bodybuilders, I'm thinking of myself back in the Venice Beach days at the firehouse, people always favoring sweet potatoes? Why? What's the immediate affiliation that that's the better choice? Unless I'm mistaken.
Well, first of all, because these bodybuilders are on this, sometimes when they're on that depletion step and they want to deplete out carbs and all these starches and stuff, sweet potatoes are less negatively impactful, whereas a
Lower
white
glycemic?
potato, right, lower glycemic. Whereas a white potato is higher glycemic. That's kind of what you want to fuel up right before you go on stage. You bang down the white potato.
That
the
makes
baked
sense.
Potato, yeah.
Okay, this next one's a big one, at least for me.
Yeah.
Rice, white versus brown.
So to be clear, there aren't two different forms of rice. It's one rice. What they do is they take this brown rice and it has the germ and the hull and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so brown rice is generally better for you because it has a higher fiber content, better for blood sugar stability, higher in nutritional content. White rice is easier to digest because they remove the germ. They remove the stuff that makes it good for you so that it's easier to digest. So I would tell you it's a faster burning carbohydrate. I would tell you brown rice every time.
Okay. So, battle of the leafy greens.
Yeah.
Arugula or spinach?
Okay, so these two are different. Spinach is a nutritional super powerhouse, right? Like it's just loaded full of vitamins and minerals, but it has high oxalate content. Now, oxalates are things that can reduce absorption of certain vitamins and minerals. Now, arugula is lower in oxalates, so it's well absorbed and it has available minerals. So I would say they're just different.
Both good.
Both good.
Okay. Eggs. White, I think I already know the answer,
Yeah.
or with the yolk?
So with the yolk every single time. Now, if you're really truly on a diet where you're trying to restrict caloric intake, maybe with every 3 egg whites, add a yolk in, but don't lose the yolk completely. It is a big mistake because the yolk has all of these essential vitamins, ADK, B12, folates, minerals like iron, phospholipids like choline, totally for brain boosting, for heart health, just in general. Eggs with the yolk, way better. Now, what's important? Don't scramble your eggs.
Really?
Make sure that the yolk is runny because if the egg yolk is completely cooked, you've destroyed a lot of the nutrition.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yep.
All right, you're going to put the egg white omelet into extinction after
If
this
I
show.
could, I would.
Okay. Berries. Blueberry or strawberry?
This is a complete draw because strawberries are higher in vitamin C and folate, lower in calories and sugar, but blueberries are higher in antioxidants. They're great for brain health. But they're also higher in fiber and vitamin K. I'm telling you, there's a draw. The one thing I will tell you with berries, just eat them.
Okay. Last but not least, so conventional foods versus organic.
Okay, when it comes to the farming practices, when you compare standard farming practices to organic farming practices, organic is always, always, always better because they're not using pesticides, herbicides, and all these nasty chemicals that, believe it or not, you otherwise ingest. You think just rinsing them at the sink is going to save you? No. A lot of these pesticides are designed to resist water. They're waxes, they're oils that embed themselves in the flesh and the skin of the fruit or vegetable. You can't wash them off. They're in the plant. So when you consume that plant, if they're there, you get them too. These are carcinogens and all kinds of other toxins, hormone disruptors. I'm telling you, go organic. It's worth it. It's very affordable today, more so than it was in the past years.
Organic all the way.
Organic 100%.
Thank you.
Your gut works hard every day, digesting, supporting your immune system, even helping your energy. Probuline probiotics are scientifically formulated, shelf-stable, and easy to take daily. Picture yourself moving through your day with confidence, feeling balanced from the inside out. Morning routines, work, family time. Probuline helps keep your gut in check so you can focus on what really matters.